Hey guys, what's up? It's Sin here, back to you guys today with another video. And in today's video, we got an absolute banger. We're going to be talking about a story from my past that I've been waiting a while to tell you guys. But here we are, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. We're going to be smoking a King Palm today. Super excited about that. With an absolute banger of a story, we got to have an absolute banger of a stick. So go ahead and grab whatever you guys are smoking on, and we'll get right into this. Cheers. Oh, I love the flavor of that. So the story starts around like 5-6 p.m. and there was me, two of my friends, and my girlfriend at the time. And we took like a half-hour drive to go and get acid. But the thing is that when we decided to take this half-hour drive to go get acid, it was absolutely last minute, not planned at all. Nobody knew that we were going to be doing acid that night. So I had already gone to the dispensary and ate a half of a syringe of RSO. And if you guys don't know what RSO is, it's Rick Simpson oil. I plan on doing a review of that at some point, but it is absolutely potent. I mean, this is like 200 milligrams of THC, like actually from the dispensary. So this is essentially like eating 2 full chocolate bars or like 2 full brownies. And I was just absolutely plastered. But I didn't feel it until about 10 minutes before we got over to where we were trying to go. So when we're pulling up, I asked the person in the back if they could possibly do the deal because I'm like super fucking high, and like my two friends kept saying over and over again, they're like, make sure you don't get robbed, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, like, like y'all, I wasn't even thinking about that before y'all just like put that in my head. So now I'm like all anxious and shit because I'm barely functioning. I'm like fucking literally just staring out the window into fucking space. And so we get there, and the guy that we were getting it from was just like, hey, come inside, I want to show you something. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta do the deal. Guess what he wanted to show me was his gun collection, which, because my friends said like about 10 different things about making sure that nothing shady happens, and then I walk in and there's a handgun over here, there's an AR-15 over here, and then fucking he goes under his couch and he grabs out this shotgun. It was a pump shotgun, which I've never seen in my fucking life, face to face, because I mean it looked like the fucking Remington from like Black Ops 2. So he picks it up and then he kind of like drags it up kind of like this, but like he was trying to go like this, but like he stopped and he was like, oh yeah, this is loaded. And like at this point I'm fucking panicking in my head, hoping that he's just being innocent and, you know, showing me his collection, which thank God he was. But I really was having like an anxiety attack just because like of all the little seeds that got planted in my head. It felt like I just threw Miracle-Gro on them and they just became a fucking tree right there in my head. I was just like, oh my God, it's happening. Okay. Oh, I fucking ripped my mic off. 1 second, guys. All right. So we're leaving and I got the acid and I get in the car and everyone's sitting outside smoking a cigarette. And I'm just sitting in the fucking passenger seat of the car, and literally like everybody's just sitting around the fucking car and just smoking a cigarette. And then there's me just sitting in the car, just vibing because I'm trying to fucking not panic, or like my heart just feels like it's like pounding through my chest because like I really thought that was what was about to happen just because I like how gone I was. So we take the half-hour drive back. Like idiots, we all fucking put the fucking acid on our tongues before we even left. So this happens to be the most potent acid I've probably ever had in my life. And I had no idea that that's what I was signing up for, but I dropped 4 tabs of acid and I It was like a half hour, 40-minute drive back. And by the time we got back, I was definitely tripping. Like I was definitely starting to feel the trip come on. And I was surprised that it honestly came on that quick, because usually it takes me like an hour and 15 minutes to really be tripping. But I definitely was tripping, and we came back, and in traditional trip sense, we obviously threw on some EDM and fucking were kicking it, and like at first the visuals were just really, really nice, and it was like, I don't know, it was a really pleasant trip at first. And what ended up happening was this song by Ganja White Knight, I believe it's called Jungle Juice, but there's a part in it where it goes like lost in the jungle, and like how do I put this? Like the word lost, like it kind of like zooms over, and then like in the jungle, and then it like goes in, and it was like right when it went into like the letter, it felt like my eye like shot out of my head. And it ended up like going and zooming up my friend's arm, and then like going through, if you guys have Circle K's in your area, they do these things like Polar Pops, which is just like a fountain soda. I mean, everywhere does it, but it went through like the O on his Polar Pop cup, and then like shot through, and it felt like I was like flying around the room. And at this point, my eyes were just like twitching like all over the place. And I don't know if my then girlfriend like picked up on it, but she like looked over and she was just like giggling. And like to some degree, that kind of almost like tripped me a little bit more, because I was like, holy shit, she literally knows that I'm like out of my body right now. Like, and I can't really explain this, but it would like my eye. Okay, so everyone else's eyes looked like almost like arches, kind of like old cartoons or something. And then it was like stained glass, okay? And there was a guy running around a staircase that looped around a tower in the stained glass. And it was like my eye would go through into their eye, and then I would break through the stained glass, and then I was the guy running around the circle. And at this point, apparently, I just sat there and just said, circles. It's circles. There's circles. And I've never tripped like that. That was insane. And what ended up happening is that my then girlfriend took me to the bedroom and had me lay down. And my friends kept saying things like, is he ever gonna come back? And like, they're like, and then one of my friends was like, Tyler always freestyles. He doesn't. What's wrong? He's gone. Like, and I guess I kept like at the end of the loop, I would see like a clock, and it would just quickly wind around, and it would wind around this way, which would be counterclockwise. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, I just made that realization. I've thought about this so many times, guys. It's ridiculous. But hang on, we gotta relight it. Cheers. I would see this clock, and then when I would look at her face, it would like morph around and like distort and stuff. And how do I put this? I guess I would just like I started bawling, because I was like, I'm never gonna see her face again. Like I actually thought I was crazy, and I kept just yelling out like $35, because I got like an amazing deal on this. And like I was just like, $35. It only took like, I guess my thought train at the time was like, it only took me $35 to get to go crazy, like, I guess. And there was a point where I saw like red and blue lights coming through the window, like thinking that like there was like an ambulance or the police here or something. And I remember I kept hearing my friends say like, is he ever gonna come back? Is he ever gonna come back? And like, but they meant like, was I gonna come back to like the living room and kick it? Not was I gonna ever come back from this mental state. So like, like, I don't know. It was the most bizarre experience I've ever had. And it really humbled me. I don't know, like, because like I don't think I have taken acid since that experience, and it's been a long time. So and it's not because I'm like afraid or anything. I'm trying to just do better and just smoke weed and stuff. But it's not that I'm afraid to take it again or something. But honestly, that was just the moment where I just realized, like, wow, like I had no fucking power in that situation. I was freaking out. I really thought they were about to drag me away to like the mental hospital or something. And as crazy as that experience sounds to some degree, like I felt it. How do I put this? After you have a bad trip, it feels almost sometimes like, wow, I really needed that. You feel like beat up and like you just came back from war, but like you, to some degree, feel like you really needed that. Maybe it helped you spiritually. Sorry, that was my speaker turning off. Or just to mentally bring you down a notch. And yeah, so that's my story of my ego death. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe, as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any more banger ass videos like this. And until next time, stay blazed.